Hello my friends and welcome back to another What's New in Skincare for the month of May. Oh, we have a very interesting video to do today. Typically we talk about new releases, new products, you know the drill. But for this month, we actually have to talk about some news. We could talk about drama. I would rather not, but there's certainly been a lot of it in the skincare community lately, has there not? Oh my goodness. But it's more important news, specifically about sunscreen. We'll get there. I'm going to save that for the end. The beginning portion of this video is going to be in the same format as every other What's New in Skincare video we've ever done. If you're new to this channel, hello and welcome. My name is Alice. I'm not that great at intros, but hey, nice to have you here. We have a few different segments. We're going to start with a couple of drugstore releases, move into Korean beauty releases. I actually managed to keep up this past month. I have a few to talk about, and then some high-end products, and then we'll have the news at the end. Do you like this top? I was on YesStyle, and I saw this top on there for $12. You know that feeling where you absolutely have to have a clothing piece. I had to have it. I placed a big YesStyle clothes order and I love everything so much. Let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in seeing a clothes haul on this channel. It's something I actually used to do, but I haven't done for ages, so let me know. So new releases at the drugstore. The first thing I want to start with is the Versed Instant Gratification at-home dermaplaning tool. This is $19.99, comes with 2 blades, and even though it is more expensive than, you know, the much more inexpensive disposable little face shavers, I do actually suspect this will be next level. I'm not going to comment too much more on this in today's video because Versed did win for the brand you'd like to see me do a deep dive review into next, so we will be doing that. I'm probably going to do probably at least a 3-week trial, actually. I'm thinking maybe even a month. We'll see, but I'm really excited. I have a lot of Versed products to share, and yeah, I'll tell you as for now, I jumped at this. I absolutely jumped at this. It's very similar products to this, retail for close to $100. So this being $20, get in my cart, you know what I'm saying? $20 for this. That's amazing. Let me tell you what I was thinking about the other day. I wish that I didn't have 10 years or so of experience with skincare, because all of you younger people who are getting into skincare now, you are so lucky at the prices, the quality of products, the different options on the market. You're so lucky. It's a much better time to be a skincare enthusiast now than it was, honestly, even 2 or 3 years ago. Which brings us to our second drugstore product for this video. As you all know by now, Good Molecules is at Ulta, and we have the newest Good Molecules release available on the Ulta website. And that is the Glycolic Exfoliating Toner, $14. Not a bad price at all. When I first saw this, I actually thought I wouldn't be interested in it, and that's my mistake for not looking at the nothing to hide ingredients list that Good Molecules does. Had I looked at that, I would probably have this product right now in today's video. Because I have to be more cautious with the amount of AHAs that I use. For me, a good daily level is that 3% AHA in the Beauty of Joseon Bubble Toner that I've talked about a lot because that's such a good level. Guess what level this is? 3.5% glycolic. It's perfect. It is perfect. And I absolutely love the addition of galactomyces ferment. In the past, I said that their old niacinamide toner, which has been a holy grail for ages for me, I've said that that is kind of like a toner and essence all in one. This is even more like a toner and essence all in one. You're getting those exfoliating properties that you do get from quite a few toners on the market at a good daily level that is disclosed, and galactomyces ferment, which is typically something you get in essence. This is amazing. Good Molecules just continues to blow my mind. Absolutely continues to. I will probably grab this in the future. We'll do an updated Good Molecules haul. Moving into new in Korean skincare. First of all, we already had a whole video talking about the new From Pear line, so I will link that for you in the cards if you're interested in more information. We also talk a lot about why we would use any kind of plant ingredient in that video. That's the whole purpose. I spent a lot of time on that. I hope you all enjoyed that video. It was very near and dear to my heart, actually. Second new release is the new collection of Make Prem sunscreens. I was sent this one by Stylevana, so you were able to see it in a video that I once again don't really want to link. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that video. I film all my videos, I do all the research for my videos, I do all the editing for my videos, and I am the one who hits the publish button, usually the schedule button. That specific video, I knew how bad that sunscreen, this sunscreen looked on my skin, so let me tell you how hard it was to hit publish. Oh my gosh, I started out looking, you know, nice and happy and refreshed. I slept well the night before, and by the end of that video, whew, it is not cute. It is not a cute look. I do not like this sunscreen, but I also wanted to bring this up in this video for a second important reason, and that is I always appreciate the commenters who let me know things that I don't know. Again, like I just said, I'm running this channel on my own, so I may not get everything 100% correct. So those kind commenters let me know that this calming tone-up sun cream, apparently the words tone-up can mean whitening. It's been a bit of a confusing situation for me because I also read about whitening when I first got into Korean skincare products, and most of the in English articles I was reading were saying, hey, don't be afraid of this word whitening in Korean beauty products. It just means brightening in the same sense as in America, where we say, you know, brightening reduces hyperpigmentation. If you have a brightening product, it'll be good for dark spots, for just evening out your skin tone. I'm now kind of starting to question those articles. To be completely honest, it feels like a bit of a mental disconnect for me in that I know distantly that there is some kind of colorism that goes on in Asian countries, and I just don't know that much about it, perhaps because of language barriers, perhaps because some people online want to shift the narrative away from that, so I really don't know a lot. All I can 100% confirm for you is that this left my skin very, very white. To think that is actually intentional, or perhaps is intentional, is very confusing. Anyway, still an awkward topic, still don't really want to link you the video because of how horrible I looked, but important for you to know the entire line of Make Prem sunscreens has changed. They've added in some of the newer chemical filters into their old, previously all mineral sunscreen, and they've definitely changed the heck out of this one. I'm really sad because, you know, if you've been on this channel for a long time, the calamine one was my old favorite. In a much less confusing release, we have the Some By Me Propolis B5 serum, which actually looks incredible. The ingredients list on this is phenomenal. 73% propolis, that very healing ingredient, followed by honey extract, high in niacinamide, cica, tea tree leaf water, not the oil, medicaicide, hyaluronic acid, arginine, ceramides. The only catch is it does have a little bit of fragrance in it, but assuming you're okay with that, I mean, it doesn't even look like it has filler ingredients. It kind of looks amazing. I have not had a great experience with Some By Me in the past. Granted, I say that as somebody who has only ever tried one product that caused an allergic reaction, and you know how that goes. If you have allergies, you kind of don't want to try anything else from the brand just because of what happened to you with that one product. It's kind of unfair. I'm acknowledging that it's kind of unfair, but it's also very real. And again, with the Korean products, I know I just said this all on Monday, but that price is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's less than a lot of drugstore serums, if we were including any in today's video, could be. In fact, I just bought some of the $25 serums from Versed. So I am excited for that one. I may grab that one in a future order. Okay, so that brings us to the high-end section where I actually have quite a lot of products to share with you. You see what I mean? We have a lot to talk about, and then of course we have more that I don't have. So let's get into this. Thankfully, we can start with the product that I already did make a full video on, so I will link that in the cards. This is the Grandepout Plumping Lip Mask. I'm gonna tell you honestly, I do not like the texture, I do not like the smell, but I love the results. My lips look a lot better, to me a lot less lip lines, a lot more even. Now, I don't look like I got lip filler by any means. I still have a tiny upper lip, but it looks better. It really does, and Grande Cosmetics does the best job at plumping lip products. I'm convinced of it. We can also fly through this one because I also have a video on this, but this is the Dr. Dennis Gross All Physical Lightweight Wrinkle Defense. This is such a good sunscreen. It is very expensive, but it is so good. I would have to say this is probably displaced Biossance, my old previous favorite, just because it's a lot more flexible. The catch with the Biossance is it's so dewy that I don't feel it's the best choice for all settings. This one, it just disappears. It disappears into your skin. Go watch 3 minutes, 42 seconds for the white cast to be gone. And again, if you're interested in this, I still do have for a limited time only a code on the Dr. Dennis Gross website, so feel free to use that and get your 20% off. Y'all, I gotta bring myself down several notches. I am so ridiculously excited to share this one with you. This is the Ghost Democracy Cocoon Replenishing Ceramide Rich Cream. Listen, I know that Ghost Democracy only loosely knows of my existence. I did buy this product. They only loosely know about me. They did send me products a while ago, but then I fell in love with them. I can't help but feel like they made this for me. Like, I know they didn't, but I love thick, super rich, super nourishing, healing and restorative moisturizers, and wow, is this ever one. 2.2% ceramide blend. That is a very high level of ceramide. 17.0% lipid blend, 2.9% squalane, and 1% oat seed extract. Oat seed. Some days you think you have it all together and then you find yourself saying oat seed. Anyway, oat seed extract, which is a nice addition for calming the skin. It is so thick. This is truly a night cream to me where you put it on overnight, and even if you have very dry skin, by morning your skin will be so hydrated. Oh, let me make sure I'm clear here. I do have dry skin. I don't know if this is going to, in fact, I don't think this is going to be for people with oily skin. I think it's going to be way too much, but oh goodness, for my skin type, I just absolutely love it. This is Ghost Democracy, which is a clean brand, but a clean brand that does not use any fragrance, any essential oils, any drying alcohols. So it's a bit of a different approach to clean, because you know most of the clean brands out there are like, so all you need is some lavender oil and your problems will all be solved. No, it's not like that. It's definitely a brand that is much more in line with what, you know, the CeraVe, the ordinary community wants, but also make it clean. I think they're a brilliant brand, tiny little brand. I still do have a 15% off referral link. I don't have any way of making money, but I do have a referral link if you're interested. I love this brand. Let's talk about Fresh really quickly, and then I'll have 3 products to group together that are all kind of more traditional clean beauty products. So this is the new Fresh Deep Hydration Face Cream. Now, very true, they had an old version, but this is new and improved. It is made to last, to give your skin hydration for 72 hours. We actually talked a little bit about this 72-hour hydration deal in Wednesday's video. It's interesting, you know, it's something that I typically didn't pay a lot of attention to in the past, because here's the thing, I love my skincare routine. I am not going 72 hours without doing my skincare routine. That would be cruel and unusual punishment for me, so absolutely not. I do my routine twice a day, every day. I have not missed a skincare routine in 6 years. So I was initially thinking in my head, this sounds a little bit gimmicky, but I have typically liked a lot of Fresh's products. By the way, these were both gifted by the brand, so I'm going to give you a quick comparison, and then we'll talk about the new one. I got the original in a holiday set last year. It's fine. It's a nice moisturizer. It's actually a little bit on the heavier side, and it does smell like rose. So this is where we're talking about products that I would not buy for myself, but you know, I'm still happy to review them because I know some people do like the smell of rose. So I thought what would be interesting to do is to apply half of the older one to my face on one side and then half of the newer one to the other. Just once. This entire video is just, you know, basically first impressions, but I thought it would be interesting to see if I felt a difference. And in application, I really didn't feel a difference. However, as I let this sit on my skin, that's when I noticed that this new version feels more hydrating on my skin. You can throw away the 72 hours thing. For me personally, I'm never going to test that, never, but I did feel more hydrated. So I actually think it is an improvement. They actually did make this more appealing for dry skin types. The smell is the exact same. I'm telling you, even the application is the exact same, but it feels more hydrating on. And you know, maybe again, there are some people who do need the 72-hour claim, maybe people who work in the medical industry. So I don't want to seem like I'm discounting that claim and saying it's not going to be for anybody. I think it could be for some people. So actually, I think this is a really smart release. I think it's not a bad price either. Oh, and by the way, oh my goodness, let me tell you the news about Fresh. How many of you know? How many of you know what she is about to say? Fresh is coming to Ulta. Oh my goodness, I am so happy. I'm going to spin my points. I'm going to earn my points buying Fresh. I am so happy about this. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Some of the brands that I thought were only ever going to be available at Sephora are now available at Ulta. My, how the times do change. The next two products I'm going to talk about are from Kora and Josie Maran, which let me tell you in advance, if you're thinking about skipping these two, I would have two initially, but I'm actually exceedingly pleased with these. I am very floored by how much I like these products. Let's start with the Kora Organics Turmeric Glow Moisturizer. So I picked this as my gift with purchase when I bought the lip mask. I was actually really excited about this product, but I wasn't sure. I didn't really like the ingredients list on the Sephora website, even though I'll tell you in advance, you know I loved the refillable system. So the full size of this, again, this is just the sample size. The full size of this comes in a beautiful jar. It is some of the prettiest packaging I've ever seen in my life. And instead of repurchasing that jar every single time, you can just repurchase the refill. And it's actually a fair price difference. Again, my problem was the ingredients. Let me tell you, I am so phenomenally happy that I picked this gift with purchase because the ingredients list on Sephora are very wrong, very incorrect. This actually happens entirely too much. It's why you always see me holding on to boxes. I hold on to these boxes because I want to make sure I'm giving you the correct and up-to-date ingredients information. So know that the Sephora website doesn't even hold liability for when their ingredients list is wrong. They have a little tiny disclaimer that says ingredients subject to change, and that's it. Of course, they still have a good returns policy, so don't overly worry about that. But, you know, I wish they would get it right. I wish they would always have the ingredients right. So the ingredients list on this is actually really nice. The first ingredient is aloe, the second is coconut alkanes. Again, not the same as coconut oil, which some people can use regardless, but not quite the same. We have avocado oil, rosehip oil. It is not free of essential oils. We definitely do have lavender in here. We have some citrus oil in here. And of course, they list out the specific components that could be allergens within those essential oils. But the real question is, how does it come together, right? Oh my goodness, it comes together so beautifully. This is another one of these very thick, beautiful moisturizers, a little less thick than the Ghost Democracy that we were talking about earlier. You will smell the turmeric in here. I don't want to cover that up. You definitely will. But turmeric is so beneficial for your skin that for me, it's one of those smells where I will look past it. Actually, I kind of like the smell. I kind of like it. It's got just enough essential oils in it to kind of balance out that harshness from the turmeric. And oh my goodness, my skin loves it. My skin loves this, so I very much might purchase this. I'm kind of kicking myself because I didn't buy it in the VIB sale, and you know I had the opportunity. So it's hard for me to pay full price. But yes, I'm very pleased with this. It is actually really well done. I'm impressed, Kora. I'm very impressed. And then from Josie Maran, the Argan Pro Retinol Eye Concentrate. I was sent this as well, and I really do like it, but I am still going to slightly critique this and then tell you what I do like about this. Y'all know me at this point. I don't just fawn needlessly over every product. I want you to be able to determine if a product is for you, so we'll talk thoroughly and honestly about it. Now, here's the thing, my criticism of this. It says on this, a clean, healthier for you pro retinol. First of all, there's no retinol in this whatsoever. They're using different ingredients in place of retinol. And like we extensively talked about last month, there is nothing wrong with retinol. It is just like every other ingredient out there. Some people will be able to use it, some people will not. Additionally, pregnant people shouldn't use it. So actually, you could say on here, healthier for you if you are pregnant product, that's fine. I know that brands are all about marketing, but I just like to see, as much honesty and as much, truth as possible in the way that we choose to market things. So just, to me, I wish it just had a different name. If I was naming this, I would call this the Algae Eye Concentrate, because guess what it's rich in? Do I have cards left? I hope I do, because I can link you my algae video. And I actually really appreciate that. I like that this is pink algae in place of bakuchiol, because at this point, I do like bakuchiol, but I'm so tired of it being the only retinol substitute. If you can't use retinol, there are so many other anti-aging ingredients to choose from. It's got some other interesting ingredients in it also. Horse chestnut, Ayurvedic ingredients, hyaluronic acid, of course, and of course argan oil, because that's Josie Maran's thing. But it all comes together in this incredibly beautiful light pink tint that actually gives you this immediate cosmetic effect without any added dyes. It is a completely clean brand. It's just a beautiful looking eye cream that has these benefits of quite unique anti-aging ingredients. So overall, I really like it. Just wish the marketing around it was a little bit different. One final product for this entire video that I've tried, and that is the Kopari Pink Souffle Body Mask. They were kind enough to send this over as well. I'm still gonna tell you, initially I was sitting here going, we need body masks now? We need a body mask? Do you all remember when I initially started trying products on my body? I think I talked about this mostly in my empties videos. I really liked it. I had a really good experience with using skincare products that were made for the face that I just had too much of or didn't like on my face. I started using those on my body and I loved it. It was so interesting actually because, like I said, I've been using skincare on my face for 10 years. My face is pretty okay, all things considered. Still do have acne and dryness, but it's in a much better place. So I think it was so interesting when I started trying body care, skincare on my body, I saw huge results and fast. And it was perfectly fine to finish off products I didn't like on my face, on my body, that was going really well, but it did hit me. Eventually, when I ran out of products, it hit me that if I'm going out of my way to buy facial care for my body, I'm gonna go through it really quickly. So this is all to tell you, I actually think this is a brilliant idea for several reasons. First of all, $39 for 8 fluid ounces. So again, we're talking a body size here. A+ for the experience. It's this beautiful pink mask that just glides across your body. It is a clay-based mask, but not a super drying one. It takes a while to kind of feel a little dry, but it's never super drying. As for the ingredients, you're getting 2 types of clay. You're getting willow bark ferment. That's an interesting choice of ingredients. Niacinamide, coconut oil, more on that in a moment, and lots of antioxidant-rich ingredients as well. Hydrating and calming ingredients, we have oat kernel oil, we have allantoin. We do have fragrance and we do have a dye, but again, this is a body product, so that will likely be fine for most people. Yeah, in the end, I actually like it. Let me tell you about the claims. It says it clarifies, hydrates, smooths, and brightens, and soothes body acne, minimizes the appearance of cellulite, and refines overall look of the skin. I actually find it does do that, and I actually find I saw results very quickly. Overall, I do like it. With coconut oil, I know some people do not feel comfortable using that ingredient. I did a full trial with Kopari years ago, and I actually had really good results, so I would say YMMV. Don't be necessarily afraid to try it, especially in a body product, which brings me to my last point, and then we'll move on. I think this is such a smart direction for Kopari. They have some body care products that smell better than Sol de Janeiro. So they've got the scent going for them. A lot of people do like the direction of coconut oil, so they've got that going for them. It's basically a niche that I think somebody should step in and fill, and so I'm excited about this. I'm excited to see what they do next, and if you are interested in more info on this, I will have a huge body care video coming for you soon. I have a lot of stuff sitting in front of me right now because I've been working on this video. It's gonna be big, but I'm gonna give you all my tips, all my tricks from trying body care for these past few months. It'll all be in one video, so do stay tuned. Moving on to new releases that I have not tried. So, Glow Recipe. This is so funny to me. If you saw my big Glow Recipe video, In the beginning of that video, I said that doing that full brand review meant I got to see what products they were lacking. I specifically said they were lacking masks, and guess what they have released? The Watermelon Glow Hyaluronic Clay Pore Tight Facial Mask. This will be $40 for 2 ounces. See, this is exactly what I was talking about with why you should buy body care if you end up liking that category. Same price, a quarter of the size of the last product we were talking about. So it is a non-drying facial with hyaluronic acid and kaolin clay. This actually looks very similar to the last mask we were talking about, even in the appearance of it. So yeah, it does have your clays in it, kaolin and bentonite, and then we have, of course, watermelon. Willow bark extract, yet again, we do have some PHA in here. We have gluconolactone, that's a very gentle chemical exfoliant. Again, lots of antioxidant-rich ingredients. We have bamboo in here, we have blueberry, we have neem, goji, hyaluronic acid. Yeah, you know, overall it looks nice. This actually does look pretty expensive, in my personal opinion. New from Peter Thomas Roth, we have the Pro Strength Microdermabrasion Blackhead Eliminator. Ooh, this is also expensive, $68 for 2 ounces. This is always an expensive brand, although we have Memorial Day coming up this weekend, so watch the PTR website. An intensive triple action exfoliating rinse-off treatment that works to eliminate, treat, and prevent the look of blackheads, whiteheads, and clogged pores. So we have 2% salicylic and then 5% enzymatic complex plus exfoliating crystals. This looks like it might be similar to that Murad mask that I talked about in last What's New in Skincare. That is a very intense product. This looks like it may also be quite intense. The only concern I have with all of these intense products is, you know, you will see results, but just be really careful that you don't overdo them. In fact, I want to talk about a comment that one of my wonderful subscribers left about why physical exfoliants may not be the best thing to recommend. So I'm pro physical exfoliant. I've talked about that a lot on this channel, but she had a good point. She said that you know, it's hard to know if the people that you are talking to, if everybody who is watching you say you're pro physical exfoliation, knows that you are being quite gentle when you massage those physical exfoliants into your skin. If you've seen me do my skincare routines, I have learned to be very gentle. But if you are going to use a physical exfoliant and push it into your skin, you really can't injure your skin. They're made to be used gently, so as long as you're using them gently, that should be fine. Be careful when you're combining them with more chemical exfoliants for sure. You know, you don't want to overdo physical exfoliation. I would say I do it probably twice, maybe 2 to 3 times a week max. So I'll say with this product, I think it looks nice. Just be careful with it, you know, be really careful, especially if you do have other chemical exfoliators in your routine. Do not overdo that. Oh, you do not want to damage your moisture barrier. Peace Out Dark Spot Patches. Now, this is a product that's been around for a while, but they reformulated it or improved it, basically. They now have 2.0, so they say it is better. It has 2.5 times the microneedles, up from 172 to 430. That's quite a jump. Bolder, double the tranexamic acid to quickly fade the look of dark spots and discoloration, and brighter, new brightening antioxidants, hello ferulic and phytic acids. So it's pretty exciting. I actually haven't really used too many patches like this, although I might try these. I've had really good results from the Peace Out brand. And then last product for this video, we have from Skinceuticals, the Daily Brightening UV Defense Sunscreen SPF 30. I actually have a lot of positive things to say about this. I have not tried it and I will not try it as it is chemical filters, but I have some positive things to say. So first of all, it's small and expensive. Yes, it is 1 fluid ounce for $54, but that is how Skinceuticals do. But what I really do absolutely love, and I don't think I knew about Skinceuticals, is that they disclose the percentages of everything going on. So in this sunscreen, we have 1% tranexamic acid, which we just talked about. That's an ingredient for helping to fight hyperpigmentation. 2% niacinamide. That's a wonderful level. We talked about that last week. 7% glycerin. That's a good level. Actually, a little bit higher than I would expect. 0.3% phenylethyl resorcinol, that's interesting, protects against discoloration and uneven skin tone caused by UV, so we get some antioxidant activity. We do have some mica in this product, and then 3% avobenzone, 5% homosalate, 5% octasalate, and 7.2% octocrylene. No added fragrance. Now it does have some alcohol. A lot of sunscreens do to make them more cosmetically elegant. And then it does have some essential oil ingredients. So again, it won't be for everybody. But yeah, I was just really impressed to see this kind of disclosure coming from this brand. I feel like usually the much more expensive brands do not tell you what's going on in their formulas. It's time for some news. This is important stuff, but we're going to have as honest of a conversation about this as we can. So first of all, we have to talk about the detected levels of benzene in some sunscreen batches. I don't know if all of you have heard about this. This news came out on May 25th, but let's talk about it. So basically what happened is Valisure did this testing and found 78 different sunscreens contain benzene.
So I'm going to go ahead and show you the documents from Valisure. This right here is the list of the sunscreens and other products that you might want to avoid. So if you look here, these are showing you the parts per million of this benzene, and it is quite high in this list right here. So I would certainly pay attention to this. If you use any of these, I would absolutely recommend you set these aside. Do not use them. And again, please know I have all of this linked in the description box below, so you can get a longer look at everything here. So this section here is showing you more acceptable levels, but again, this benzene shouldn't be in any sunscreen products, so this is still the avoid list. Let's scroll a little bit more quickly through this part here. This is just the bottom of the list. They do have this sorted from highest parts per million to lowest, but again, still we're really not sure why there's any benzene in here. That's the problem. That's why this is such a big concern right now. One more thing I want to show you in this section. This is attachment A. Again, all links in the description box below. So this is showing you all of the sunscreens that did not have any detectable levels of benzene. Know that this list is a lot longer than the 78 that were shown to have some level of benzene. So again, you know, this is a very strange situation, but it doesn't mean all sunscreen is bad. It doesn't mean all skincare is bad. Nothing like that.
So again, honest conversation here. Yes, that is a concerning chemical to have, especially at those levels. However, you know, do keep in mind that what else is a known carcinogen? I worry that with all of this new sunscreen news that has come out, I worry that there may be people out there who are saying, oh, I think I'm just going to stop wearing sunscreen. Please don't do that because, again, the sun rays are truly a known carcinogen. You should be using sunscreen to protect yourself from that. Nonetheless, like I said, I'm trying to have a balanced approach to this. So, you know, what I would do if I discovered that I have one of these sunscreens that is currently on this list, I would set it aside. I wouldn't throw it away. I wouldn't yell at the company just yet. I would set it aside and use something else for the time being. And then secondly, we have to talk about Ofra Cosmetics. Ofra is a brand that typically comes up a lot more in makeup settings, but I do feel responsible to talk about this as I just featured some of their new skincare products in this exact series. So it is truly with a heavy heart that I tell you that there has been a photo circulating of the owner's husband making a hand gesture that is typically associated with white supremacy. As such, I have unfollowed Ofra on social media and I will no longer be talking about their products on this channel. It is far too important to me to, you know, not just stop at saying, no, it's okay. I'm not racist, don't worry about it. I don't want to stop there. I want to make sure that I'm actively being anti-racist. So if I see something like that going on with the brand that I've previously supported, I will not be supporting them going forward. Oh, bummer. I feel like I'm ending on such a negative note. Do we have something fun to end this video on? Did I ever tell you how terrified I was of storks as a child? I knew my whole life that I wasn't interested in having kids, and I was raised super Christian, so yeah, true story for you. I used to be very scared of storks. I thought they were gonna drop a child on me. Is that a fun ending to this video? I don't know. I tried. Anyway, that's what we have for this month's What's New in Skincare. I hope you were able to enjoy this video. It wasn't too dramatic, just a little bit at the end there. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.